Dear students, today we are going to discuss about intermediate value property and its application in bisection method. So let us look at what is the actual meaning of intermediate value property. Intermediate value property describes a function that never takes and two values without taking on all the values in between. Okay, if you consider y is equal to fx, that is continuous on a closed interval ab, takes on every value between fa and fb. You look, if this is fa and this is fb, then this is in between. This is in between fa and fb. Okay, so this is in between fa and fb. uh, mm, Takes on every value between fa and fb. In other words, you can say, if y naught, this is y naught, if y naught is between fa and fb, then y naught is equal to fc. This is y naught. Y naught is equal to fc. Y naught is equal to fc. This is y naught is equal to fc for same c in between a and b. So it means y is equal to fx. You can write down, and all the values that may be in between a and b. Okay. Now, if you look the statement, then it is already there. If fx is continuous in the interval ab, and fa, fb have different signs, then the equation fx is equal to 0 has at least one root between x is equal to a and x is equal to b. Okay. Some important facts, as we know, let us suppose you are dealing with the quadratic equation or set of the equation. Whenever we talk about ax square plus bx plus c, or polynomial, any polynomial theory of equation, any polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, bx plus c, x plus bx plus c is equal to 0, or any cubic. Let us suppose this is the cubic equation at power 4, power 5. So always, how you remember, certain things, especially for this quadratic equation. If an equation with real coefficient, imaginary roots occur in conjugate pairs. So this, this is well established law. If alpha plus beta, iota beta is a root of the equation f x is equal to 0, and alpha minus beta must also be its root, pair of the root. Now, every equation of the odd degree has at least one real root. This is very important, and you have to remember this. Every equation of the odd degree, means 3, 5, 7, has at least one real root. उसका एक real root होगा. And if you are doing with the C programming or here in numerical analysis, so we used to say, let us suppose the equation is cubic, then we used to say you have to find a real root. So it does not mean all the roots are real. Okay, so sometimes some student, if they are doing manually and they are finding the imaginary root, then they surprise and they say something wrong in the problem. No, if the cubic is there, then only one, at least one real root is possible, and you have to search that possible real root. It does not mean that is only the root. There are three roots and one root you are searching real root. If an equation remains, so this is the well settled law, and under this well settled law in numerical analysis, we always find one real root of any degree of the equation if that is odd. If an equation remains unaltered and changing x by 1 by x, then it is called reciprocal equation. There are many equations which satisfy this property, and you just encounter whenever you go for the solution of algebraic and transcendental equation. Now, let this example, and that should be clear to you, is so that the equation has a root on the given interval. Twice x cube minus 6x plus 1 is 0 on the interval 1 to 2, and within this interval, let us look fx is equal to fx is equal to 2x cube minus 6x plus 1 is 0. Then f1, you put here 1, the f1 you have here minus 3. If f1 is minus 3, but f2 is 5. Okay, so this is negative and this is positive. It means 0 is between 3 and 5. Okay, 0 is between this value 1 and 2. So here this is -3, the 0 between -3 and 5. So -3 is this and 5 and 0 is here. 0 is here in between this. Okay. Now, again, you can conceptualize your idea like this. The idea behind the intermediate value theorem is this. When we have 2 points connected by the continuous curve, 2 points connected by the continuous curve, then one point below the line and the other point above the line. You look, this is the line, so one point is above, another is below. Then there will be at least one place where the curve crosses the line. Okay, so this is the curve crosses the line. It is already, let us suppose, I say to you, if the equation is 3x minus 5 is equal to 0. So what is the solution? The solution is, of course, solution of this equation is 5 by 3. Why? Because f 5 by 3 will satisfy this equation. Okay, the f 5 by 3 is equal to 0. This satisfies the equation. It means this is the solution. Solution is 5 by 3. Why? Because this satisfies the equation. It means for the solution purpose, we always look this intermediate value property. This and this axis crosses, the curve crosses the axis, the line, or this case upper part and lower part. So, well, of course, we must cross the line to get from A to B, and this is continuous. Okay, so we always define a continuity also with this. The curve must be continuous, no gap or jump in it. Okay, and we know this. If you consider two example here, then it is very pictorial representation. This pictorial form is very much clear here. Okay, if you follow a circular path somewhere on the circle where there will be a point that are directly opposite each other. Directly opposite each other. देखो यहाँ directly opposite each other. 2 points that are directly opposite and the same height. But here this is different. The idea is at some point you will be higher than. ये मान लो ये थोड़ा सा ऊपर है, तो you will be higher. You will be higher than where you started. At another point, you will be lower than where you started. So there must be a point in between where you are exactly. Okay, so where you are exactly as high as where you started, and your path must be continuous. Okay, so the same thing happens with the temperature, pressure, and so on. All these phenomena. Now, one application is there, that is the bisection method. Once again, very quick revision I am making. I want to make for the bisection method. Okay, so look, the bisection method. You know the theorem की equation fx is equal to 0, where fx is a real continuous function has at least one root between x1 and x0 if f of x1 into f of x0 is less than 0. So this is your graph, and this is already crosses here. This, so how it work? An example. Just you look at the example. This is the statement once again. In a simplified manner, let the function fx is continuous between a and b. For definiteness, let fa be negative and fp be positive. Then the first approximation to the root is x1 is equal to a plus b by 2. Okay, and example is find a root of the equation x cube minus 3x minus 5 is equal to 0 by bisection method. The solution, let fx is equal to x cube minus 3x minus 5, then f of 2 is minus 3 and f of 3 is 13. Thus a root of the given equation lies between 2 and 3. Let x naught is equal to 2.5, then f of 2.5 is 3.125. Thus a root lies between 2 and 2.5. Why? Just to check here, the equation f2 is minus 3, f3 is 13. So in between this 2 and 3, but x naught is 2 plus 3 by 2 means 2.5. Then f of 2.5 is positive. So now you look, f2 is negative and f of 2.5 is positive. So now you will go with these two only. You can leave others, and here only you can go for this, and then the root is lying between 2 and 3, 2 and 2.5. Now next bisection you can take 2 plus 2.5 by 2, so the value is 2.25, and we may see that the f of 2.25 is negative, and root lying between 2.25 and 2.5. Okay, so now in between this, अब इन दोनों का बाइसेक्ट करिए, then you will get 2.375. Now we may say that f of 2.375 is 1.2715, that is positive. Thus a root lies between 2.25 and 2.375. Then we further take x3. x3 is the bisection of these two, that is 2.3125. 2. F of 2.3125 is 0.4289. Thus a root lies between 2.25 and 2.3125. And we further take x4. x4 is the sum of these two divided by 2. And the net cell, the value you will get 2.28125. So we may see that function of this is equal to 0.0281. If this is closer to 0, so we observe that the root lies very near to 2.28125, that we may say 2.280. Then we have f of 2.280, the value is 0.0124. So the root is 2.280 approximately. In this way, you may compute by bisection method, but here is the accuracy. If your result is too close to 0, that may be 0.00, it means that may require further iteration. It means this is up to your time and energy and your efficiency, how accurately you are finding the roots, and you are writing your answer precision to 2 decimal places, 3 decimal places. This is the accuracy, desired accuracy up to your choice. Okay, so you should try to improve the accuracy, and for that purpose, I think this is the main thing. Whenever you put that value, like I said in the example, 3x minus 5 is equal to 0, then what is the solution? Solution is equal to x is equal to 5 by 3. So same here, if the value, why 5 by 3? Because if you put here x is equal to 5 by 3, then you will get 0. So if in approximation, if that is not possible to get 0, then the value is should be so close to 0. So close to 0 means 0.0125 or 0.00125 or 0.000125. This will depend upon your efficiency and energy and your number of iteration, or the desired number of iteration asked in the problem. Thank you very much. Thank you.